Like most people, I love to be busy. Given the choice between having too much to do and not enough to do, I will choose too much to do 6 out of 7 days a week. Because frankly, we all need a day off. If you were to ask me how I knew I had a good day, I'd probably say it all depends on how I feel praying Compline at night in bed. If I'm completely and utterly exhausted because I'd been on my feet all day, accomplished dozens of things, helped many people, and just run nonstop, I'd say that's a pretty good day. There's just something so fulfilling about being busy, about having things to do and checking things off the list. You just feel like you're accomplishing something in life. And it's so satisfying, right, at the end of the day to feel like we're accomplishing something. But it also raises a few questions for us. Like, are we actually accomplishing something, or does it just feel like we are? And more importantly, what exactly are we accomplishing? Sometimes being busy can be a great thing. It means that we're making good use of our time and not wasting away the gift that God has given us. But other times, being busy simply means that we have filled our lives with a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with who we are or where we want to be. I see this in churches all the time. Open the bulletin and you will find 6 pages of events. Every night of the week, the parking lot is packed. People are so proud that their church is busy. It's vibrant and alive, they say. But when you look to see what makes the church so busy, chaotic even, what you see are bingo nights, Girl Scout meetings, basketball tournaments, a Super Bowl party, book clubs. And in one sense, this is a great thing, don't get me wrong. No matter why someone's coming to church, the fact that they're coming to church rather than somewhere else has to be a good thing. But it also has to raise an important question in us. What are we ultimately accomplishing in these things? We may have lots of activities, but are we actually getting anywhere? Are we moving forward or just moving? As a community of disciples, being busy means absolutely nothing unless what we're busy with is the mission of Christ. Everything we do must lead to this end goal. Everything we do must contribute to this mission. And maybe bingo night, Girl Scouts, and the like do this. Maybe we're a part of a community dealing with loneliness and divisiveness, and the thing it needs most is an opportunity to come together to form friendships. That's great. If that's the case, then what we do is make a conscious effort to build up the kingdom, and all of these things lead to the same goal. But maybe these things are just things to do. Maybe when we look at our own lives, we realize that we fill our calendars with stuff simply to have something to do, simply to make us feel like we're accomplishing something, when in fact, we're not getting anywhere. Or worse yet, maybe these things do get us somewhere, just not where we want to be. Rather than being vehicles for the mission of Christ, maybe what we do actually serves to turn people away from the church, to encourage folly, to reinforce the shallow values of our world, or take time away from things that are actually important. Especially during Lent, but really at every moment of our lives as Christians, we must take seriously how we spend our time. We must look at the many things we do to fill up our day and ask ourselves, am I busy with the mission of Christ, or am I just busy? If we find that we are just busy, that what we do in no way proclaims the kingdom, in no way makes us better Christians, we have to make a change. Maybe this means making a big change, completely transforming what we do. We need to restructure our day, eliminate bad habits, devote more time to things that actually matter. For some, it might mean even taking drastic measures of changing careers or changing who we associate with. It all might seem difficult, but what's the point in sticking with something if it doesn't lead to where we want to be? But maybe this just isn't possible all the time. There are certain things we have to do, no matter how useless, no matter how inconsequential they may seem to the mission of Christ. We all have to go to meetings and do boring things. But that doesn't mean that we have to approach these things in the same way we did before. Maybe the change we need in our lives can't be in what we do, but how we do it. As useless or inane as something may seem, it is still an opportunity to proclaim the mission of Christ. In every moment of every day, we have the opportunity to live with love, to give everything back to God in thanksgiving, to witness to the kingdom. What keeps us busy on a day-to-day basis often doesn't have a direct connection to the mission of Christ. But for those who follow Jesus, those who go where he goes, it could. For Jesus, having dinner with a prostitute was transformative. The simple act of fishing changed hearts. Going to the well out of thirst offered an opportunity for reconciliation. Jesus was not busy in the way that we would define it. His day was not filled from sun up to sun down with pressing issues. He wasn't running from one thing to the next, checking accomplishments off the list. And yet, everything he did had purpose. Everything he did served the same mission. And in this way, he accomplished so much. And so it is with us. As much as we might find comfort in being busy, in being needed, in filling our day with many things, what matters to Christ is not how much we do, but what we do and why we do it. If you find that what fills your day has nothing to do with the mission of Christ, that what you're accomplishing does not bring you or your community closer to the kingdom of God, then it doesn't matter how busy you are. It might be time to get busy with something else.